Hi, boys and girls. Good evening. I'm Derrick Baker, and I am really happy to read two bedtime stories to you guys tonight. I hope that you enjoy them. I think they have some really important lessons that you can take with you not only tonight, but for the rest of your lives, that you can remember them, that you can share them with each other, that you can share them with your classmates when you see them again, and that you can share them with your family and other friends as well. So, once again, let's get started. I have two bedtime stories to read to you. The first one is called The Wonderful Things You Will Do. Can you see that? And there's a little child with balloons. That's the name again, The Wonderful Things You Will Be, not do. Okay, here we go. The wonderful things you will be. When I look at you and you look at me, I wonder what wonderful things you will be. There's a mom and her young child. When you were too small to tell me hello, I knew you were someone I wanted to know. There's Dad. Can you see Dad? And his child. Dad looks really happy. The child looks really happy. For all of your tininess couldn't disguise a heart so enormous and wild and wise. Can you see the pictures there? See the little baby? This is the first time there's ever been you. So I wonder what wonderful things you will do. Will you stand up for good by saving the day? See the little boy and the little girl dressed up like superheroes to do really good things. And I hope you do really good things when you grow up. Or play a song only you know how to play. They're playing their different instruments for a song that maybe the boys and girls wrote for themselves. So only they know the song because they wrote the song. Will you tell a story that only you know? See the boys and girls at the play with the animals? That could be you one day. Will you learn what it means to help things grow? They're watering plants and fruits and vegetables so that they can grow. And then when they grow, you can pick them and eat them. Very healthy food. Will you learn to fly to find the best view? See the girl growing up? She's flying in the air on the swing. That looks like a lot of fun. Or take care of things much smaller than you. I know you'll be kind and clever. It's nice to be kind. See the little girl being kind to her brother? And the bigger the heart, the more it will hold. Can you see that? See the young boy reading to his friends? When nights are black and when days are gray, you'll be brave and be bright so no shadows can stay. The little girl is outside, all by herself. See the balloon in the wind in the tree? And then you will discover all there is to see. See the little boy outside? Looks like he's going to a castle. And become anyone that you'd like to be. And look, boys and girls, all of the things that you can become. Whatever kind of costume, whatever you want to do in life, you can do it. Remember that. You can use your imagination to become anyone you want. Okay? Once again, the name of our first book is The Wonderful Things You Will Be. And I'm going to show it to you again. The Wonderful Things You Will Be. I like that book. It helps with your imagination. You can be anything that you want to be in life. Stay in school, listen to your parents, study hard, do your homework, do your chores, and you can be anything you want to be in life. Remember that. Okay? That's our first bedtime story. Our second bedtime story is called I Love You, Daddy. And you see the bear with his daddy. He's riding on his daddy's back. That's the title again. I Love You, Daddy. And I chose this book because I think it's really, really important for dads to be in the family's life, to be with their daughters and their sons. And if you have a daddy in your life, you should love him and listen to him and do things with him. So always remember that. And once again, before I start reading, remember the name of our second book, our last bedtime story, is I Love You, Daddy. Let's read. I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy, because you hold me up as high as the sky and I float like a cloud. See, he's holding up his son. Can you see? When we walk in the woods, you show me the way to secret places, and I follow your footprints on the path. See the baby bear following his dad? And you see his dad's footprints? So he's following his dad where his dad goes. Daddy, I love you because you play roly-poly with me and we tumble down the hill into piles of leaves. You see they're playing in the leaves? That looks like fun. There's lots of leaves outside these days to play in. Can you see that? He's playing with his daddy. I love you, Daddy, because you say shh to me by the river's edge and wait for fish to swish so you can tickle their tummies. You see? playing with the fish. They're catching fish. They're probably going to eat fish, but they're playing with the fish. Can you see that? You go to the honey tree and get sweet honey for me, and I lick my sticky fingers and giggle. See, who likes honey? I like honey a lot. You see the daddy bear is licking his mouth because he likes honey. It's really sugary and sweet. Daddy, I love you because you pick me up when the wild waters rush and carry me to the safe riverbank. He's on his daddy's back. His daddy's in the water, but he's on his daddy's back so he can be safe. He doesn't get stuck in the water and get wet because he's on his daddy's back. You let me get muddy when we dig underground and then do it again because mommy's not around. You see, they get to play. He plays with his daddy in the mud because his mommy's not there, so he can play with his daddy. I love you, Daddy, because when the summer rain falls, you splash in puddles and wipe dripping raindrops from my wet, shiny nose. They get to play in the rain. That looks like fun. See, he plays with his daddy. They're smiling and have a really good time. When the day is nearly done and I'm too tired to walk, you scoop me up and carry me home. See that? He's carrying his little baby home because he's tired. Daddy, I love you because you're as strong as a mountain and gentle like feathers, and I'm safe in your arms as I drift off to sleep. See, they had fun. It's been a really long day. The baby bear is really tired, and he's asleep in his daddy's arms. I love you, Daddy, because you're my daddy. Oh, can you see that? The end. Remember, boys and girls, the name of the second book is I Love You, Daddy. And I really do hope you love your daddy and you tell your daddy that you love him and that you appreciate everything that he does and you give him a hug and a kiss every single day because we should all love our dads. And remember, our first book for bedtime stories was called The Wonderful Things You Will Be. Can you see that? The wonderful things you will be. That means you can grow up, as I said before, you can do anything you want in life. Just stay in school, do your homework, listen to your teachers, listen to your mom and dad, do your chores, make really smart decisions, and be a really nice person to everybody in your life. And you really can become anything you want to be in life, no matter what it is. So I have had fun with you guys. Once again, my name is Derrick Baker. We read 2 bedtime stories, and I hope you enjoyed them. Good night, boys and girls.